Are you wondering what happens at a closing? Well, that's what we're talking about today, and we are starting right now. Welcome back! You may notice I have a slightly different set behind me today. I'm using a green screen. That's right, I've had this green screen for a year, and I've never used it before. How bad is that? Like, I had it sitting in a box in my attic. So I finally hauled it out of the box and thought I would play with it today, just because I felt like doing something different. If you're new to this channel, my name is Karin Carr. I am a real estate agent with Keller Williams in Savannah, Georgia. So if you're interested in Savannah real estate, you need to hit the subscribe button because I talk about all kinds of cool stuff and you don't want to miss anything. Man, I always have dents from my sunglasses. Got a wild hair sticking out to me. What happens at a closing? Well, this is the good part. This is where you get your keys. So here in Georgia, we do table closings, meaning you sign the papers and we hand you the keys. I'm assuming that you are the buyer in this situation. In other states, it doesn't necessarily happen that way, but in Georgia it does. Woohoo for Georgia. You will arrive at the closing attorney's office with your photo ID. Don't forget that, it's very important. You have to prove who you are. And your cash to close. That is your down payment and your closing costs. The seller may have given you a credit for closing costs, but most people still have some sort of a down payment unless they're getting a USDA loan or a VA loan. So your lender will tell you down to the penny exactly how much money you need to bring as your cash to close. You will come to their office and they will sit down with a nice big stack of stuff for you to sign. In other states that are escrow states, an escrow officer will do this at an escrow company, but in Georgia we do it at an attorney's office. So when you sit down, you're going to sign your life away, work out that hand muscle before you go. You're going to basically sign your life away to the lender, promising that you're going to pay the loan back for borrowing their money for the next 30 years, assuming you got a 30-year loan. So you're going to sign, I promise to pay back the loan. I promise to pay back the loan. I understand I have to pay back the loan. I understand that if I don't pay back the loan, you can foreclose on my house and take it. Did I mention that I will pay back the loan? If I don't pay the loan on time, this is what my late fee will be, but I will make my payment and I will pay back the loan. That's what the majority of paperwork is that you sign at the closing, and then a few extra pages that are actually transferring ownership from the seller to you. If you are paying cash for your house, you will have far less paperwork because there is no lender involved. After all the paperwork is signed, the money changes hands. If you're getting a loan from the bank, the lender wires the money to the closing attorney who then pays off the mortgage balance for the sellers of the house. You get the keys and congratulations, you are now a homeowner. So that's what happens at the closing. Have you just started house hunting? If this is going to be your first house ever, click this link right up here. I did a video series on how to buy your first home ever. And if you don't know what to expect, you don't really know how the whole process works, watch that. It's going to tell you in all the detail exactly what you go through in 10 easy steps to buying your first house. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below and tell me what you think of the green screen. Is this just goofy or was it fun? And consider subscribing to my channel because, you know, I put out some awesome stuff. And if you're not a subscriber, you're not gonna know. So just saying. Thanks again, and I'll see you on the next one. Now you know what to expect when you go to the closing. What happens at a closing? Is that what I said? Be sure to hit the subscribe button. Really? My phone has to ring right now? Oops, it's my husband. Sorry.